Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Juan the Yarn Addict, and today I present a crochet tutorial for the palm stitch. It works up in stitch multiples of 3 plus 1. We begin with the setup row followed by a 2-row repeat sequence. Continue repeating the 2-row repeat sequence until the desired size is achieved. This stitch can be worked up using any weight of yarn, but be sure to follow the recommended hook size for the yarn of your choice as a starting point and then go from there. Feel free to fast forward, rewind, replay, or use the timestamps in the show notes as necessary to retain the information shown in today's stitch tutorial. Please remember to subscribe to the channel for more stitch tutorials like this one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this stitch tutorial started. Okay, so to get started, what we want to do is create a slip knot on our hook. However you do this is absolutely fine. This is how I do it. Once the slip knot is established, we're going to go ahead and chain multiples of 3. So continue chaining multiples of 3, and I shall be back in just a moment. Okay, so I am back. I have my multiple of 3, and for the purposes of this tutorial, I have a total of 15 chains. From here, we're going to chain 1 and chain once more for the foundation chain. So once again, it's multiples of 3 plus 1 plus 1. From here, we're going to go into the second chain from the hook. This first bump is the first chain. The second bump is the second one. We're going to go into that second chain with the tip of our crochet hook. Let's draw that loop, yarn over, and go through both loops. From here, we are going to chain 2 and skip 2 and go into the third chain with a single crochet. And that's the repeat for row number 1. We are going to chain 2, skip 2, go into the third chain with a single crochet. And this is what it should look like. So continue on with this, and I shall see you at the end of row number 1 in just a moment. Okay, so I am back. I'm at the end of row number 1. I've placed my single, chain 2, skip 2 all the way down, and in the last chain we have a single crochet. From here we're going to begin row number 2, and to do that we're going to take our work and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. This chain 3 will count as a double crochet, and from here we're going to turn our work. From here we're going to go into this very first stitch with a double crochet. Yarn over, go into that stitch, draw up a loop. You have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. From here we're going to jump over to this single crochet, and in this stitch we're going to insert 3 double crochets. Once again, it's a yarn over, go into the stitch, draw a loop. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Let's do that 2 more times for a total of 3 double crochets in that one stitch. From here, we're going to jump to the next single crochet and repeat that with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And that's what it should look like. Continue inserting 3 double crochets into all of the singles, and I shall meet you at the end of the row right here in just a moment. Okay, so I'm at the end of row number 2. I just have 1 stitch remaining, and what we're going to do is mirror this side here. So if you remember, the chain 3 counts as a double crochet, and then in that first stitch we placed a double crochet into that stitch. So we're going to copy that over here. So we are going to insert 2 double crochets into this last stitch. So we're going to pick up our work, we're going to take a look at that stitch. It's the single crochet from the last row. And so we're going to yarn over, go into that stitch, making sure to pick up the front loop and the back loop. Let's draw that loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to do that once more for a total of 2 stitches into that single crochet. From here, we're going to move on to row number 3. And in order to do that, we're going to pick up our work and chain 1. From here, we're going to turn our work and begin row number 3. We're going to insert a single crochet in this very first stitch. So we're just going to insert the tip of our crochet hook right into that stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, and go through both loops, just like that. From here, we are going to chain 2 and skip 2 stitches and go into the 3rd stitch with a single crochet. And that's the repeat. Chain 2, skip 2, go into the 3rd stitch with a single crochet. And if you notice, that single crochet is the center stitch of the 3 doubles from the previous row. Chain 2, skip 2, go into the 3rd stitch with a single crochet. Every now and then I'd like to check just to make sure that my stitches are landing right in the middle of those 3 doubles. Perfect. So chain 2, skip 2, go into the 3rd stitch with a single crochet. And here we are at the end of the row. So we are going to chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and instead of going into a double crochet stitch, we are going into this top chain right after the stitch, because this chain 3 does count as a double crochet. So we're just going to go right into that top stitch right there, draw that loop, yarn over, and go through both loops, just like that. Let's just take a look at our work here. There we go. Perfect. So from here, we're repeating rows 2 and 3, 2 and 3 for the duration of this stitch. So just for good measure, we're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 once more, just to make sure that you have it. But once again, feel free to rewind and replay as often as you need to in order to get this stitch. Okay? So once again, from here, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. That does count as a double crochet, and we're going to turn our work. From here, we're going to insert a double crochet into this very first stitch. From here, we're going to jump over to this single crochet, and we're going to insert 3 double crochets. It's 1, 2, and 3. Once again, we're going to go into this next stitch here with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And that's what it looks like. So continue with that, and I shall see you at the end of this row right here in just a moment. Okay, so we are nearing the end of row number 4. We've inserted 3 double crochets above all of the singles from the previous row. And so at the end of the row here, we just have this 1 stitch remaining. And in that stitch, we're going to insert 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. And just as a reminder, we're inserting 2 stitches in that last stitch, because in the beginning of our row, we have the chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then we've inserted 1 double crochet in that very first stitch. So 2 stitches on this side, 2 stitches on that side. To move on to row number 5, what we want to do is chain 1 and turn our work. From here, we're going to insert 1 single crochet in this very first stitch, just like that. And from here, we are going to chain 2 and skip 2, go into the 3rd stitch with a single crochet. Chain 2, skip 2, go into the 3rd stitch with a single crochet, and we're going to repeat that for this row. Single, chain 2, skip 2, go into the 3rd, single, chain 2, skip 2, and at the end of the row here, we're going to skip the 2 stitches, but we're going to go into the very first chain after the stitch. Skip, skip, and we're going to go right into this chain right here. Just draw that loop, yarn over, and go through both loops. And that concludes row number 5. Okay, so from here, we're just repeating rows 2 and 3 for the duration of the project. So this is the back of our work. Let's turn over to the front, and this is what the front looks like. Very, very nice. So I'm going to show you what this looks like on a larger scale. Here we go. So this is the back. Very, very nice. Very nice texture there, and this is the front. Very, very nice. These are the sides. So that is all I have for this tutorial. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to see more tutorials like this. And then, of course, share the video. I would definitely appreciate the support. So that is all I have for this one. And until the next one, take care. Bye.